is solving multi-step equations. And at this point, we've done up to two-step equations, right? We've done addition and subtraction, and then moved on to multiplication and division from there. And those were our 2 steps. Today, 2 steps. What? Oh, today there's more, yes. Today it's a multi-step equation. So it might be 3, it might be 4. It's just multiple steps to get you to a point of solving, okay? So I'm just gonna show you a picture, it's not a picture, an example of what one of these might look like. We're not even gonna solve it right now. I just want you to see the different pieces to it, okay? And then we'll solve a different one. So if this is my equation, can anyone tell me how many different operations are currently happening in this equation?
3.
2. We combine like terms.
So this here, you have addition. We're just going to say add. What's happening between the 12 and the y? Multiplication. Subtraction. Multiplication, right? So currently in this setup, there's a lot of things happening. Now, we're going to simplify it so we don't have to do 4 steps to get there. But there's a lot of things happening. Does anyone know what your first step would be in this problem? Melion. Not multiplication. Casey. Right. First thing you want to do is you want to combine like terms. Okay, so like in this problem, we have a 12y and a negative 5y. You want to put those together, and then from there, it's a 2-step equation. They might be putting pictures up on the wall. Yeah. It's lovely. It's the best classroom in the hall for that reason. Okay, so we're gonna do at least 2 of these. We're gonna do 2 of these and then one that's more of a word problem, but with the same idea. And then if we need more, we can do more. But we'll see how you're doing at that point. So first example. Let's say we have 5 equals 5m minus 23 plus 2m. Okay? First thing we're going to do is what? Combine the like terms. Okay, now here's the issue that I often see. You have 5m, right? Is it plus or minus 2m? It's plus, right? You always use the symbol in front of the number. So we don't want this minus. That goes with the 23, okay? We want this plus. So it's going to be 5m plus 2m. What is that? Oops, I still have a highlighter. So 7m, okay? But then we also have minus 23. So now our problem looks like this, okay? So we've done 1 step, and we get here. This, you know how to do already, right? This is a 2-step equation. So your first step in this 2-step equation is to do what? Add the 23. So we're going to add 23 on both sides of our equal sign. This is 0. 5 plus 23 is 28. And then we're left with a 7m on the other side. What do I do next? Divide, right? Do the opposite operation. So divide, because we're multiplying, and we're left with 7 divided by 7 is 1. 28 divided by 7 is 4, okay? Now, you can always go back, plug in a 4 here, plug in a 4 here, and make sure that it worked out, right? That's how you check your answer. Plug it back in. Does it get you a true equation? Okay? Good? Okay. Had a hand up, or you just want to touch Kate? Okay, here we go. How about this one? Right, and if you want to rewrite it like that, you totally can. 11m minus 6m minus 8 equals 22. So we're going to do this first, right? What's 11m minus 6m? 5m minus 8 equals 22. Then you need to add 8. Right, so this is 0. We're left with 5m on the left. 22 plus 8 is 30. Then what? Now you're going to divide by 5. So m is going to be 6. Okay? Let's plug this one back in just to make sure we're getting the right answer. So if we plug in a 6 into this original equation, we're going to do 11 times 6 minus 8 minus 6 times 6 equals 22, okay? Remember PEMDAS, when we simplify this, we have to do all our multiplication before we can subtract. So 66 minus 8 minus 36 equals 22. 66 minus 8 is 58 minus 36 equals 22, and 58 minus 36 is 22, and that is a true statement. 22 equals 22, so then you know you got it right, okay? So really, it's just a matter of combining like terms at the beginning, and then it'll be exactly what we've done for the last several days, okay? Questions on that?
Do we have to do the second part to double check?
You don't have to. On a quiz or a test, I highly recommend you do, just to make sure you didn't make a mistake somewhere, but you don't have to. Yeah. Okay. That's interesting. Okay, last problem. So this is example 2, and this one's going to be a word problem. So again, kind of combining what we did with how old the kids were. With multi-step now equations. So it says Martha's gonna buy t-shirts and bumper stickers. Stickers you put on your car. I don't understand it. I mean, I have a Valley sticker, but like the people that put stickers all over the place, I can't do that. It's too much for me.
People like stickers.
Yeah.
That's their thing.
I'm not saying it's anything wrong with them. I'm saying I can't handle it. Like for me, I just couldn't do it. But to each his own. Okay, so Martha is buying t-shirts and bumper stickers for her niece and nephew. We know
For girls and boys.
her bumper stickers cost $1 each. Okay. Her niece wants one shirt and 4 bumper stickers. Okay. The nephew wants 2 shirts
What happened with the nephew?
and 0 bumper stickers. What happened with him?
Yeah.
Nothing happened with him.
What, but it's like nephews.
Do you know what a nephew is?
No. Un sobrino. Coño, pero los sobrinos sí joden. Joden mucho.
If you have a nephew, you call it.
Okay.
Cállate.
The question is this. So here's all the information you need. The question is, if the total cost is $67, so she's gonna spend $67 on all of that. What is the cost of a shirt?
Oh, we have to write out the first situation.
Yes.
So where do we have to put,
$67 equals the t-shirt, which is like the T, and then, plus one. No, because, never mind, I give up.
No, don't give up. You're on the right track. 67 is your total, right? So 67 equals. Here's what you have to acknowledge all the information.
oh, you have to put 4 times E,
Well, so what is our unknown? What are we trying to find?
The t-shirt.
The t-shirt. Okay, so I'm just going to call, well, maybe we will call it T because S looks like 5. So T is going to be our t-shirts. Okay, that's our unknown. A lot of people want to try and make bumper stickers another variable, but what do we know about bumper stickers?
$1 each.
We know their costs already. They're $1 each. So instead of calling that a variable, we don't need to because we know exactly how much it's going to cost for however many bumper stickers we want. So it says bumper stickers cost $1 each. The niece wants 1 shirt.
How much is the t-shirt?
That's what we're trying to figure out. How much does 1 t-shirt cost, right? Okay, so listen to how many total we have. How many total t-shirts is she buying? 3. So you're going to say 3 times however many t-shirts she buys plus what? 4 times 1, right? A bumper sticker is $1. So 4 times 1, so plus $4. You don't even have to do 4 times, I mean, I guess you could say 4 times 1, sure. Equals her total, which is 67.
also we have to do a subtract.
So here's the thing. You could have started this equation as a t-shirt for the niece plus 4 bumper stickers, right? $4 plus 2 t-shirts for the nephew equals 67, right? We did a little bit of the work in our head already by calling it 3T because T plus 2T, having a little trouble focusing right now? Are you having trouble focusing right now? T plus 2T is 3T, right? So you can set it up like this and then simplify. 3T plus 4 equals 67. So if it's 3T plus 4 equals 67, what's your first step? Subtract 4, right? So 63 equals 3T, and then what do you do? Divide by 3. So T is 21. What does that mean?
It's $21 for the t-shirts.
T-shirts cost $21.
I get it correct. Here's what I did.
Okay?
Check 4.
Any questions on that?
Do 3T, divide by 3.